Hello!
Hello.
And welcome to another SPGMR Battle Report. Today you are joining us for...
Another game in our new tournament, 300 pointers.
I was hoping it would be a bit slicker than that. But
Sorry, Ross.
that's okay.
But we bring you today 300 points of capture and control, where Ross is leading a force of Warriors Erebor.
I am, yep.
And I'm leading a Mordor force. If you remember last time, Rivendell won 10-1 against Moria.
It was a huge win.
So there's lots of victory points to play for. If Erebor wish to match or beat Rivendell and secure them a place in the next round, they must do very well here. And Mordor needs to just not get battered.
Yeah, and that would automatically put on top of the table, won't it?
It would. So that's that. And what we'll do now is we'll take you into showing you the armies on the board.
Yes. And this is a good army for this battle. This is an Erebor force. So we have Fror at the back there, and he has a smattering of Grim Hammers. They do have the King's Guardian upgrade, which gives them strength 4. So they're actually fight 4, strength 4. And we just have 3 regular warriors there with spear and shield. A small, but I'm sure you will agree, elite force.
And this is Evil Army for today, Mordor force, led by Black Numenorean Marshal on horse, depicted with a sword there, though he is equipped with a lance. And he's flanked by 2 Morgul Knights, and in front of him are 8 Black Numenoreans, Terror Warband. And over to his left, your right, is an Orc captain with a shield leading a band of Orc warriors, 2 of which have a bow, 4 have a spear, and 4 have a shield and hand weapon.
Hello, and this is how the board now looks. We've done the deployment. Matthew won the rolled off for deployment, and he started off by placing his Orc warband over here. I then responded by claiming this objective at the back. Possibly a mistake in deployment there. I should have gone further up there, but we shall see. And then Matthew placed his final warband over here, and you did something very clever.
Yeah, so deployed the Marshal in such a way that he's 6 inches from both objective, and the Mordor can play that one on turn 1, and that Numenorean can play that one on turn 1. So by the end of this turn, all being well, I should have 3 objectives.
Indeed. But we'll now go into turn 1 for priority. 2. And a 5. So priority goes to Erebor.
Welcome back to the movement and shooting phase. Ross had priority, and you moved your men forward, leaving 1 man behind to claim the objective.
I did.
Myself, I ran the Marshal back here to claim that objective. Morgul Knight stays here. Numenor stays there. Orc stays there. The Orcs have come forward, and then Black Numenor in the centre have just taken a full 6 to keep the Grim Hammers in their half of the board away from all these juicy point
tasty
catches.
Objectives.
Yes.
They had a couple of shots, didn't they?
They did. And
my chap.
We failed to hit. So no damage done.
Indeed.
And that leads us into
the end phase where objectives flip.
They do. So this back one flips to the Isengard hand, indicating the evil ownership. As is this one. This one we can keep on the ring.
Keep on the ring.
And this one flips as well to the Isengard.
Well, did you maybe want to flip that one because the other side is Gollum?
Okay, Gollum can be evil then, even though the ring is entirely evil itself.
Indeed.
Priority.
Priority, yes, please.
2.
2 and a 3. So priority remains with Ereborbians.
Welcome back to that moving to shooting phase. Ross, you had priority, didn't you? And you
I did.
Initiated a charge and throwing weapon.
Yes, a couple of hits with the throwing weapons. No kills though. Didn't fail a courage test though, which was nice. We also just formed a ring here on the left-hand side to avoid the Orcs being in charge range as well. And then Matthew, you come in with some counter charges.
I did. We had the Morgul Knights over here coming swinging in together. We engaged here with this guy. We've sent an Orc team around this section of rocky outcrop. Perhaps
put pressure on the rear. Yeah.
These 4 led by the captain in the centre, and the bowmen have come central. The marshals
move forward.
Come up.
Yeah.
And it's basically a case of fighting Ross's men in his far end of the battlefield, and hope that I can hold these objectives till either the timer runs out or the game ends 1 or 2.
Indeed. So we'll go into the combat phase, and as always, my friends, we will join you For the captain fight. Hello, and you rejoin us after the regular combat phase. I think it was slightly better for the good side.
It was. You managed to kill 2 Numenorians in the centre here.
I did. And your success over here with the Morgul Knight, wasn't it?
Yes, one Morgul Knight managed to kill.
So we are going to do. We'll do the Thrall fight next. So he has three dice in there, plus his spear support. And Matthew, you have 2 dice there.
I am. I'm going to fight you as well in the off chance I can wound your leader. Double ones.
Double ones. I shall roll to see if I can win the combat. We can. Only just, that's not a good showing there from...
Thrall with his 2s.
Oh, dear, good lord. Look at that. That's good,
he's
isn't
not
it?
strength 6, is
He's
he?
not strength 6.
Does he have a burly special rule or anything like that?
No, he just has a regular sword, so he would have to use a point of might to at least kill 1.
Does he want to do that?
I think he might.
He wants to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
He might. Very fine. Very good. Okay, I'll mark that off then.
Thank you.
We'll remove this man.
Yes.
So that's you killed 3 this time. I killed 1. I need to keep count that because my army bonus as Mordor is I can reroll once to wounded warriors.
Yes, it is. Oh, and just in case anyone's interested, my army bonus is all models within 6 inches of Thrall count as being in range of a banner, which is quite useful.
It's nice.
Won me a couple of combats there.
Yeah.
Let's go to priority for the next turn then.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. I had it last time. I can only match a 6. I cannot beat it since we're using 6-sided dice. Therefore, priority will swing for the evil force.
Welcome back to the end of Movement and Shooting. What we have here is a surround from the forces of Mordor. They won priority and they've engaged, most interestingly, with the Marshal charging through into those 2 Grimhammers. The captain's involved right next door. The Morgul Knights have again recharged. Thrall's been tied up by 1 man, and my flanking force is in touching distance of that rear objective. And Ross has sent a single Grim to deal with them.
It's the only Grim I had, really. This chap here, he tried to charge into the Morgul Knight, but failed his courage test. So we had to redeploy the spear supports here. This one has dropped off of Thrall and come onto the rear of the charged Grimhammer. This one stayed where he is, but importantly, this chap has charged across here to lend an extra dice in the support of the Marshal fight. However, I'm spread very thinly across this line here, and there's ample opportunity for an Orc captain, for example, to call heroic combats and whatnot. Matthew had no shooting, was there?
No, my bows are redeploying to the flanks.
So we shall go into the combat phase. And we shall come back to you with the captain fight.
Hello! Welcome to the middle of the combat phase, where we've completed the regular warrior fights.
Yeah.
And Ross, I think you killed, was it 1 or 2? 2?
Yeah, you had 1 in that gap and 1 there, didn't you?
Yes, well, I've not actually moved.
Oh, we haven't done it yet,
done it, that's why.
That's why.
Silly me.
Getting ahead of himself.
Yeah. And the Morgul Knight managed to kill a Grimhammer, but that was the only good death.
I won that one. I won that Morgul Knight fight. Went 2-handed, but only rolled a 3 and a 1, which wasn't enough.
Pity.
And as Matthew said, destroyed me. And I lost to combat here, but Matthew was not able to roll the 6, and he needed to slay.
No.
So we do have just a captain fight stuff to do. So Matthew, where would you like to begin?
Let us begin with the Marshal.
Oh, you want to do the Marshal?
Yes,
okay.
Concern the Orc captain could be trapped in there.
Okay. I'm just going to fight normally here. I don't think I'm going to do anything.
Okay. I've got a 6. I'm going to fight 5, so I think won that one.
You have one. There's nothing I can do.
No. So we'll go 2 by 2. I normally need 6s still, because there's 7, aren't they?
Yes, I believe so.
So I need 5s here, and I'll go 2 by 2, mate. First, Grimhammer. No, we've got 4. I'm going to leave that to one side, so I might end up
Mighting that, yeah.
Next one along. 1, yeah.
Where's
so
1?
And the last 2 to kill that first
You
guy.
might not need to.
No, we would need to, and we are going to. I'm going to use a point of mine and kill the second one.
Interesting, okay. And I need to make it so. There we are.
When you've got such low numbers, I feel like if I have an opportunity just to use 1 might to kill an extra model.
I think it's pretty worth it.
So you've got, how many do you have? 16? You're halfway to breaking now?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That is very true.
We'll do my captain next.
Yes, he's just fighting on 1 there, isn't he?
He is, yes.
No, no.
A 5.
Let's see what I get. Get a 4. I will ban a reroll to a 2. Useful.
Needing 6s.
Sixes.
6s. No.
No.
Survives. Maybe I should have pierced and struck with that pick hammer.
No, you should have.
And now your leader against...
Just for all, yeah.
No, I'm going to shield here, Ross.
Pretty sensible choice.
3.
3. Got 4 highest. God, he's not doing very well. A 5. That's what he needs though. Should have gone heroic combat there.
Alas.
That's that.
That's that. So it's priority, isn't it, Ross?
It is priority. Yes, please.
A 2.
A 2. And a 6.
Ooh.
Priority goes to Erebor.
Welcome to that moving and shooting. What we saw was Ross with priority, and my orc captain called a heroic move. And the purpose being, I wanted my marshal to be able to charge another 2 Grimhammers and bring his charge bonuses to bear. And what you can see now is the result of that. Ross, you managed to dehorse a Morgul Knight with a throwing weapon.
I did, yeah. Managed to dehorse him, get him onto the floor, which is good. He didn't suffer the knock prone, though, from his prone rider.
That's right.
So we managed to bring the extra spear support into there now. So we've got more dice in that combat.
Very good.
However, I'm going to lose my only objective at the end of this turn, I would suspect.
Yes, he is going to. And that Grimhammer at the back's been surrounded. And the only other thing here is one of his men has charged through the battle line to make it dart for this objective, but my archer has plopped himself in front. So he's not going to let him have it easily.
No, I can't imagine he will. Anyway, we'll go into the combat phase and we'll come back to you with the captain fights. Okay, welcome back. We've gone straight into a heroic combat here, which has been called by Fraw and a chap that he's in base, his spear support there as well.
Shielding from me.
You're shielding, okay.
Got 6.
Of course he did. Oh, yeah. God. Every time. Look at that.
Is he banner for himself or is it just for his warriors?
Could just be the warriors. I'd have to check. So we've had a look at the rules, and Fraud possesses both of the keywords required to benefit from the banner. Therefore, we are both believing that he does, in fact, benefit. So we will be rerolling one of his dice. For the same bloody result.
So he's beaten back.
So he is beaten back.
Plop. Plop. And that's the end of that heroic.
How is he been beaten by an orc?
It's embarrassing, isn't it? 6
It is embarrassing.
6 points.
We will continue on with the rest of the combat phase and come back to you for the rest of the captain.
And we've just completed the combats. But the captain fights. The Grimhammer at the back, who was surrounded, has been slain. There were no deaths anywhere else, I don't think, was there? No, I don't think so. So currently I've lost 6 models plus a mount, and Ross has lost 5.
5. 2 off breaking, which potentially is going to occur.
I think there's 3 off breaking, mate.
How many do they have? 16. Oh yeah, that would be correct.
What would you like to do as first hero fight?
Let's do the captain versus my Grimhammer.
Roger. Double
threes. Let's see what we can achieve.
Oh,
so 4.
Okay, he's defense 6. So you have 5.
Which we don't get.
Unlucky.
And then
do the marshal.
We'll do the marshal.
Okay, charging on 3 dice here. A 6 was achieved.
6 was achieved. I can't do anything about that.
So we'll go 2 by 2 again, needing 5 pluses here, mate. 1
There's the first one.
4 on the last
4 on the last one.
Yeah,
second.
6. So he's done the flipping dirty here.
You should have called a heroic combat there.
Yes, perhaps I should have. Though if I had, no doubt.
You would have suffered the same fate as I.
Well, that is the end of the combat, isn't it?
It is.
Thrall's already fought and failed.
Yep. So this goes to you.
Oh, it does.
You're now in control of all objectives.
I am.
Congratulations. Priority.
3.
3. A 4. Priority goes to Erebor.
And that is the end of the movement and shooting of that phase. The Orc captain called another heroic move to ensure the marshal was able to get his charge again, and he's been sent into the back of those 2 Grimhammers. We've surrounded this guy making the break for it, trying to contain the dwarves in that central area of the board. And again, it's been a case of trying to tag as many one-on-ones as we can. Ross had success with a throwing weapon again.
Yeah, managed to dehorse a final Morgul Knight.
He did. So I've only got 1 mounted warrior now, and that's the marshal, my army leader.
What a mounted one to have.
Oh, he's done good, hasn't he? How many kills? Is it 4? Is it 4 Grimhammers by himself?
Yeah, maybe,
Fantastic,
yeah.
But Ross is 1 off breaking now, and I am 5 off still. I didn't lose a model last turn, so we'll take him into the combats and see if there's anything that Ross can salvage from this situation where he's been sort of
penned
in. Yeah.
Yes.
Combats.
We might as well stay with this one because I'm going to call heroic combat with Fraw.
Roger, that's his last point.
Yeah.
Is he fighting that orc again?
He is.
Oh, shield.
Okay.
It's a 5 this time.
5 this time. That's a 5 from me.
You want to reroll that 5?
No, I'm not going to push my luck.
Okay, what? I was going to suggest.
That's a shame.
I don't know. Is he trapped in there? I can get
No, I think he's moved back. He's not in base contact. That's good enough for me.
So he's failed to kill.
He's failed to kill.
He's been quite toothless.
Shit. I would use. So we'll go into the rest of the combat phase, and then we'll come back to you as always for the captain fights.
So that's the end of the regular fights for combat phase. Ross enjoyed killing 2 of my men.
I did.
Taking it down to 14, which slips me 3 off breaking.
Yep.
And now we've got ourselves an orc captain versus
The marshal.
with cronies versus this chap. Do you want to do that one now, Ross?
I would love to do that one now.
Alright.
I will. Yeah. Let's see what I got 5.
That's good.
Not terrible.
My captain is in black. 6.
In that case, then I can't do. Yes, I could draw. What fuck's your captain?
4.
Is he in range?
I would say he is in range.
Let's see if we can get that 6 then. No.
Oh, it flashed, mate.
It did flash.
Anyway, he's defense 7, isn't he? So he's 6s all round.
Yes.
I'll reroll these if I fail first time.
Are you doing any special strikes?
No.
No, you don't
3
need it.
6s.
Oh!
So that is Ross broken now.
And maybe the game will end
Suddenly, which wouldn't be nice for Ross at this point.
on a 1 or a 2.
Spare him some pain.
And then we'll do the marshal.
Only a 4 this
Only a
time.
4 this time. Let's see what we can achieve.
Ooh,
Double bubble 6.
I can't even use my might to save him. So you do take this one, Ross, and I'll retreat back.
Thank you. And we'll pop in. We'll pop both strikes on this horse. I think.
Can you 1 by 1? Maybe you can get a wound on my leader.
Maybe actually. No, we'll put both strikes onto him then. I think.
So you still need 6s.
Should have gone for the horse, shouldn't I?
Pity. Wow, the game might suddenly end, Ross. You're broken. So
Let's have a look. Shall it? Does it? No. The game continues for another turn, and we're now going to priority, I suppose.
A 3.
It's a 3 and a 1. So at this point, let's use something exciting, and we'll use the Ring of Durin.
Oh, that is exciting.
Which allows me to re-roll priority dice. So let's see what we get. A
5!
Let's come off for me. So Matthew will either have to use another point of might,
My last point.
or he would have to give me priority. We'll see what he does next. Hello, welcome back. This is how the board now looks after that movement phase. And, well, what happened, Matthew?
I called a heroic move with the Marshal's last point of might. I saw this as an opportunity to potentially get some surrounds in and double dice and kill off as many of Ross's men as possible. And so that's what I've done. And from this point onwards, Ross will be taking courage tests anyway. So if I don't win priority, there's a chance his men might run away.
Indeed.
So I've attempted to surround as many as I can to try and get some traps and hopefully deal some death.
Indeed. So we will go into the combats, and we shall come back to you with Captain Fights. Hello. Welcome back. We've completed the regular fights with no deaths,
Nothing.
I believe. Nothing. Despite the traps, Matthew had 6 dice here to kill this warrior of Erebor, and didn't achieve a 6.
Did not.
So a bit frustrating there for him. Alas, we shall move on. We're back to the captain fights. So who's Frawl fighting now, Matthew? Just the 2 there, is it?
Yeah, 2 guys in
Yeah,
there.
let's do a Frawl then.
Okay. 6 from me.
Of course it is. Not a 6 from Frawl though, is it?
You
Banner.
roll.
Oh, there it
The amount
is.
of times I've seen a 6 come up for your banners, mate, has been very impressive. And he gets a 5.
Gets a 5 required.
Oh,
It's a bit late, mate. Oh dear. Okay. And then you got your captain, and another 2
That's right, yeah.
versus
So
my Grim.
captain's in black. It's a 4.
4. I've got 2, but we'll take the banner reroll. Oh, down to a 1.
Needing 6s with ore,
You are.
and it's achieved.
And it is
With the
achieved.
Capitan.
Bring him out, pop him over there into the dead pile. And now your Marshal.
Hope he can regain his earlier form.
Indeed.
So it's only a 4 again.
Okay. Let's see what we can achieve here. That's not good, is it?
Roll in there.
Even with a 6, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Hang on, no, it doesn't matter. A 5.
It's the 5, you win.
And then we'll go for him.
You need 6s.
1.
Oh, I'll roll a fate. A 3.
3.
Failed, so you can feel it to the wound upon the leader.
Yeah, well, there we go. Wonderful. The game may suddenly end on a 1 or a 2.
Oh, it does.
And as a 1, the game has ended. As always, my friends, we shall do some totting up, and we shall come back to you with the post-battle
battle report. Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to the post-battle battle report.
Yes.
Ross!
Hello.
We have titillated and totted.
Mm-hmm.
And let's grab my sheet here. Mordor enjoyed an 11-1 victory.
Yes.
They got 10 victory points for holding the 5 objectives, 2 points for each. A further victory point for breaking Ross's force, and Ross got 1 consolation prize point.
They did.
For that
wounding on the Marshal.
You're right at the end there. So we'll see if that 1 point saves him, because when we look at the league table now, Mordor is obviously got a plus 10 victory point score.
Yes.
And the Erebor dwarfs here have got minus 10. So it's looking likely that Erebor, unless the other 2 good forces suffer like a 12-0, Erebor will be not advancing. So that'll be interesting to see, wouldn't it, Ross?
It will be very interesting to see. Very interesting to see indeed. Your Marshal was very good,
Wasn't he?
Yes, very good.
Failing the fact that, how many rounds did we have? But 4 combat rounds?
4?
First 2 he got 4 kills,
really.
and then the second 2 he failed to win the fight. So he won 50%, and then when he did win, he was highly effective with the damage output.
Yes, for sure.
Thrall did not bring the party.
He did not, nope. As is sometimes the issue with heroes on foot. That extra attack, etc., from a charge makes all the difference sometimes.
It does. Yeah, it's a shame, because at the beginning I was a bit concerned, because I think I lost first couple of turns of combat. I lost about 6 men, and I was thinking, these strength 4, Guardians of the King, whatever they are, were gonna. Well, they did. They cut through my new. I had 2 Númenóreans at the end, and I'm pretty sure they were the dismounted Morgals.
Yeah, I think they might have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost count.
But it sort of stuttered for Ross, didn't it? It stuttered to a sort of halt.
Yes, it did. I didn't have enough men really for a capture and control mission.
Difficult deployment.
Yeah. The theory was, at least if I can control the back, hopefully I can meet you and hold you up. But obviously you had 2 warbands to my 1, which meant the orcs were free to flank round. And you also had the mobility with the Morgul Knights and the Marshal. So actually, I don't. For even deploying in the middle, you could just skip past me. At the best, I can maybe have contested the centre one. But actually, I don't think the outcome would have been particularly different.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a nice game type for the army he brought.
No.
But I was excited to see them in action, and I do enjoy a small elite force, but unfortunately, it didn't do the job for each stage.
No, it did not. Alas.
Would you pick a man of the match or a squadron of the match or anything such like that? No, difficult. It's 2 games in a row now. I struggled to pick up.
A man of the match. Yes.
Fair enough. Well, for me, it would be the Marshal, I think.
100%. Yeah, he was fantastic. Maybe even the Orc Captain. Would you not give consideration to the Orc Captain?
Oh, he deserves a note.
His heroic moves allowed the Marshal to be so devastatingly effective.
It's true. They were a good little combination of unnamed heroes.
Very good.
Yeah, very nice. But good game, Ross, nonetheless.
Yeah, you go for you, Matthew. And I suppose all that is left for me to do is to offer you my hand, a hearty handshake. Congratulations.
Commiserations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hearty handshake.